Hey y'all, I'm looking for my water bottles being here. Hey y'all, what y'all doing? Ooh, I just got up from a nap a little while ago. Baby, I ate them tacos and went straight to sleep. I've been up for about an hour or so. So however many hours that is that I told you I was going to cook, baby, I was asleep right after. I'm talking about them tacos. It's so good. You don't eat something for a long time, and it's just like it was really good. And my hair is still wet, so I'm gonna dry it when I get ready to go to sleep. Can't really sleep all night with no wet hair. Hold on, everybody. Ooh, you know, I think some people get irritated if they come on here and we don't be reading out of no books. But them is the people that I want to tell them. I know for a fact you ain't watched all 1,000 of my classes. So if you ever just want book study, then you'll need to go back to all the other classes that we had. Because we got plenty of modules that you can access. And there's that. You hear me? Hey. So if you ever get irritated because you feel like I'm just talking, which is, I do that sometimes because I don't feel like picking up a book, you can always go and watch the old classes where we got the books, preferably closer to the beginning or the middle. Because sometimes I want to. Just sometimes I just want to talk to y'all and see what y'all doing. You know? I do be wanting to call y'all fake sometimes, those that have been here for a long time. Because you ain't not ever went to church every day of your life. Not for no 2 years straight, you didn't. You went to church 7 days a week. When was the last time you went to church 7 days a week? Tell me. I see TikTok playing too. TikTok, we can see you. They playing. Oh Lord. Anybody know why? They do this every single time. You said what? I'm about to go out and come back in. Lord. Who know why? Y'all remember what I read earlier today? How was it 91 viewers and it was only 2 people in there? They be lying. Oh. Oh, y'all was seeing when y'all went to church. Right. Hello. I'm in the mood after watching Hermanita's video about people taking advantage of folks. I am so soft spoken and I don't want to be mean or disrespectful, but I would agree with her. Who are you talking about? I don't even know who that is. Who is that? Oh, Isabel. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This is the thing. I want to say this to you, though. Understand that people are cunning, okay? Right? They be cunning. And so if y'all notice, most times, even when I'm in here, there are people that get on the internet and they just can't help it. They can't help themselves. And if you are constantly, you have to, that's where discernment comes in it. And see, what people don't realize is I've learned how to chop people in the throat and keep it moving. And what I mean by that is everybody is not going to say what you want to hear. And most people, if they are being invasive or rude, because most people just blow that off, the one person that allows them to say, hey, nobody likes the way that you act or the things that you do irritate other people, then they will try to paint you out to be the big bad wolf because you caught them up on a trick. You see what I'm saying? It's like the friend that never has any money ever, when y'all go out and they always have an excuse, and then when you call them out on it, they get all upset, but really that's they hustle. And they do it to every new person and be the person at the job that's gonna friend you so that you can, buy them lunch Monday through Thursday, and then come Friday they left for lunch early, they leave from work early, all of these different things, and they promise you all these things and then you never see it, right? So if you were to call them out, I'm praying for discernment because I feel it in my spirit. I've been asking for it because I don't want to be mean. I even been thinking about today how to block people on Cash App. Oh, okay, that might be a situation I don't know about. Now, see, and you talking about Cash App. See, I didn't even know what situation was going on, but I did start talking about money, didn't I? Did we start talking about money? And I didn't even know that's the, yeah. I didn't know what the situation was, but for some, I'm talking about folks not wanting to do what they supposed to do with your finances. Listen, when I tell you that it is a real thing, and that's why it's a lot of people that get offended when I say stuff like we not purchasing certain things for you if you want to turn up. You remember people's necks used to snap back when I used to say that? But we all have people around us that waste their money doing what they want to do, right? I don't know. But look here. And then they expect other people to take care of their needs. And my mom taught me that a very long time ago, right? My mom taught me that a very long time ago, and I pay attention to that, and that has helped me in different times because people are wild. People are wild. You hear me? And we live in a society where everything is me, 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 me. They people don't care about inconveniencing you or anything. They don't. They don't. They don't care about inconveniencing you. They will waste your time. They will waste your money. And so you have to be, you ask, anytime somebody is asking you for something, it's okay to pray. It's okay to pray and say, God, if this person is blah, 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 or whatever. And it's okay to cut people off. That's okay. You can be long suffering with a person, but there does come a time when God, even family, where God be like, you don't have to deal, because he knows that it can cause you to sin, so he'll get you away from them. He'll let them stop calling you or you stop calling them. There are things that we don't always understand, but God knows people's thoughts towards you, even if you don't. You hear me? This is why sometimes when you get around people, your stomach move wrong, right? And then you'll shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, and then something ends up happening where you're very hurt or you feel betrayed, and God was telling you. And I try to believe the best in people, but lately it's been the same two people, and I don't want to block them. But okay, well, you pray about it, and if God don't like bust your heart down, you do what you need to do. I told y'all, it's listen. There are some people that come around for a season, a reason, and then there are some lifers. But other than that, most people that come in my life is for a reason or a season. And I've learned to live with that. And they will keep trying to come back. Remember, I just told you. No, Tevin Campbell, we can't. I'm not about to keep wasting my time and energy on stuff that don't change. It's wasted energy, family. It's wasted. Don't do it. And that's why I be like, do you want a solution? Let's talk about it. Oh, well, I don't need your advice. Oh, okay. Well, it's a few other things you won't be needing either. Like my phone number. Because you can't keep making your problem my problem And then when I try to talk to you about your problem, you tell me it's none of my business. You hear me? You hear that? People want to call and make their problem your problem. They expect you to fix it. They expect you to say something that's going to make them feel better. And then when you don't say or do what they want to hear, but what they need to hear, then you're the bad person. No, absolutely not. I'm going to need you to pray before I say. They might be scammers. We don't do scammers. Period. I don't care who it is. Blocked. Blocked. Girl, don't get my blood pumping, Sarah. I don't know why you haven't. Girl, I don't drink my water. We 12 minutes in. We just going there. I told you we don't do scammers here. Hell no, we don't do scammers here. No. I don't care who it is. No. And if you think they a scammer, block they butt. I would have blocked them after the first. I don't play that. Baby. Where is my hair tie? Let me go find me. See, Sarah, I don't like people playing with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Is this a hair scrunchie? Yeah. Okay, I ain't even got to go nowhere. I don't play that. I do not play that. You hear me? I don't play. I will ask God about your character in a minute. Thank you. I do not play. See, this is why I didn't listen. I be trying to tell y'all. I was young, but I knew the game, babe. And so many, because I had to be out here early. So, no. Oh, you're mad because you're not about to get over on me. That's what you mad about. Tell the truth. It ain't no nothing. It's mad. You mad because you can't get over on me, weirdo. And if you did get one off, it's because I let you, but I'm about to get a blessing for it. I don't play that. Listen. God said, be wise with your money. You hear me? Y'all hear me say that all the time? Be wise. Thank you. Somebody sent them to me. Be wise with your money. And that means paying attention. You can ask questions. You ain't got to be. And if they offended because you asking questions, they probably mean to do you dirty. I'm just ruffle my papers. I need you to file that away. You heard me? Hold on. I need you to take that. Get you a file cabinet here and put that in there. Put that in there like that. I need you to file that away. You hear me? If a nigga get mad, cause it's okay to. I will question a nigga in a minute. Well, what you gonna do with it? Well, what happened when this happened again? Well, what you plan on doing after that? Well, do you want to sit down and do a financial budget with me? I mean, I know it ain't none of my business, but you not having none ain't none of my business either. So I'm just going, what we doing here? When people used to come and I was getting stamps back in the day, and I had 4 kids, so I used to get a little chunk of change and groceries is cheaper. Oh, can you, no. Because every time I turn around, you telling me about how much money you get working and this and that and how you doing this and that. But whenever you want some groceries, you want to come over here and talk crazy. No. You're not going to come eat at my house every day. You're not going to, oh, girl, let me get some of these snacks for my kids. No. Remember, you make $1,000 or whatever. You're going to need to take that money and go spend it, pumpkin. No, you didn't. No, you didn't think you was about to come in here and take anything out of my kids' mouths. Joke's on you, heifer. And quit bringing your kids over here every day to eat at around the time you know I'm going to cook. What we doing? You ain't slick. I see you. And I wouldn't hear from them no more. Well, if me telling you how I feel got you out of here, well, then we both all right. You ain't making me feel nothing. You're just always, well, why you always knocking on my door? Because I don't go visit nobody. It's only been a few people out of my friends that I can't say, girl, I'm about to come over there. 2 or 3. I'm talking about in my whole entire, I don't fool with folks. I don't. So if you see me 9 times out of 10, you coming to where I'm at. And you ask, because I don't invite people in my space. You hear me? And people be mad because you won't, I know your energy ain't right. Y'all think I'm playing. I told y'all over 20 years ago, when I still only had 2 children, I ran into a lady that let me know about the oil over the door and that you could pray and put Holy Ghost fire on the outside of your door, and people that don't got the right spirit, baby, won't be able to walk through it. And my aunties and different people in my family and my friends would come to the door and they stopped coming in my house. I was like, oh, this crazy. My homeboys, they used to act like they was my homeboys, but God would be telling me it was something else. They quit coming in my house. They would all stand at the door. I said, no way. And unless I said, I'm inviting you in, they couldn't walk through that door. I'm talking about auntie used to sit outside. I'm going to just sit outside, girl, smoke on this box right here. Whenever you get ready, I'm ready. My auntie stayed in my house. Stayed in my house. She had her own house, but she would come visit me all the time. Listen, after that, I said, oh, okay. You ain't got to tell me nothing, baby. I hits every door. You ain't coming through here if your spirit ain't right. No. And I look at my phone and say, God, please don't let nobody that's gonna call me or interrupt me or just be on some weird stuff. I don't want them to call my phone. Tell me. Because you're gonna bring more confusion, more irritation, more whatever to my life. It's a real thing that God will separate you. The devil comes to distract you, to make you not accomplish your dreams, all these different things. He don't care who he used to do it. It could be your children, it could be your spouse, it could be your parent, it could be the person at your job. He don't care. He'll hot bodies. Y'all seen it? Like I told you, I wasn't going to deal with that at work. Look, ain't nobody stealing my joy. I barely get to keep it for myself. I barely be having enough for me. That energy vampire thing is real. They don't have no sad, don't no happiness in them. They don't have a reason to wake up and be happy, and they need to take your negative energy feeds on negative energy, right? Somebody come in with an attitude, they give it to somebody else, it just grows and grows and grows. Okay, you don't get to siphon my stuff. I told y'all, as much as I love my mom, I used to tell a girl, it's too early. You didn't call me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Starting out talking about the Lord, but by the end of the 15th minute, baby, everybody be, I don't want to hear that. It's too early in the morning. No. What's going on with you? How you feeling today? And it took about 10 years. It took about 10 years of me telling her, girl, I don't want to hear that this morning. It's too early. Well, now she's like, I know you didn't want to hear the negative stuff early in the morning. Okay, what's good? And this my real mama. You hear me? She already knows. She said, I know you don't want to hear about sickness. And I know, because I have to hear about sickness and bad stuff every day, all day. No, I don't. And it started before TikTok and it amplified during TikTok and YouTube. No, you're right, I don't. Where is the happy news? Where is the great news that make you jump up and be excited and congratulate somebody, baby? Where is that? That's the stuff I want to give energy to. I don't want to give energy to craziness. No, and I don't. You're absolutely right. I'll be happy to stay up late tonight to get hold on. To get the message. This message has been eating me up for a couple weeks. Girl, see? As soon as it starts to mess with my stuff, I ask God, is it me? Because if he say it ain't me, you gone. And he'll let you know if it's you. But remember I told you, you can't say that God don't tell you, because I just told you the feeling in your stomach. Girl, soon as you move my stomach wrong, baby, you don't get to come around me. I don't need 15 times of you moving my stomach wrong. I don't need to see. Now it's you. Because when I'm not around you, or I don't talk to you, or I'm not dealing with you, I don't get this feeling. So it can't be me. Because I don't be feeling like this until I come around you, or I deal with you. So no. Baby, maybe that's because I'm an empath, but baby, let my stomach move once wrong, baby. You ain't got to worry about it. I don't play that. You ain't get the energy vampires. Period. No. Mm-mm. I have learned, and I learned this very early. Um, there are people, they the only thing they know is negative. Um, like that's all they know, Sarah. Is to ruin somebody's day. Is to, they just don't have nothing for themselves. They don't have no substance. And when people don't have substance, they will ruin everybody's day that they come in contact with. And it don't, you know, any attention is good for them, right? Right, exactly. You said it. And a lot of that stems from they were not coddled as children. They were not hugged. It's a lot of things that play into, some people, their parents taught them how to scheme, and so that's all they know. It is so many things that pours into people, like that have been poured into people, and they don't even realize that it makes them an effed up person. And this is why, like, even before I got on here, I just told God, thank you for taking me out of the world, because it's like, it's not appealing to me anymore. I be feeling like Enoch in a lot of ways. Like, I see what he did. He went out for a certain time and then go back out for another however many weeks and all of that. I would have did the same thing. I would have did the same thing. He got to the point, he was just so used to being in the presence of God and the angels and getting answers. He didn't give a dang about no peoples. As far as like being around him, he'll go and teach him like once every whatever. But other than that, he wasn't fooling with him. Listen, he had got to the point where he was like, nah, I'm cool. And you gotta think the Giants, it was um monsters and stuff running around. A wonder God had him put up in one of them castles on the hill somewhere where nobody knew where it was, down in the studies. I wish I could give me one of them. I wish I could have me some kind of thing like that underneath where all the books is in there and it's just, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of there, but that's the relationship I want with the Lord. I'm at the point where I don't want, yeah. Want to, well, it's not about not being around, because it's good to be around people. Don't get me wrong, because you have to be very, very strong mentally. And I'm not saying nobody is or is not. I'm just saying it gets to a point where, like, you just don't feel you be like, no. It really don't. It's peoply outside. I don't really feel like being out in the people, so it's really peoply out there, because folks just be in all kind of different stuff in their mind. They be all over the place. You tired of the foolishness? I get it. Listen, it's a real thing, And then people try to say you're weird because you're okay being by yourself. Really, really, it's weird to be okay with just being, like, you don't have to always be around people. You can do both. You know what I'm saying? And comfortably, but you just choose. Because if you really look at a lot of the irritation and stress that you have throughout your day, it's not from you most time, unless you're a horrible person and you're always trying to get under other people's skin, then you will be irritated. But for the most part, if you notice, when your emotions change, it's when you interact with other people. It's when you answer your phone and they talking about something that you probably don't want to hear, or that's not really uplifting or whatever, and then all of a sudden you start to feel tired. Or it could be the interaction with your smart boss that always got a slick comment, and that moves you wrong. So a lot of times, if you chronicle or just kind of make a voice note, if you can, of your day, and pay attention to your emotions. If you felt irritated, what happened right before and what was you doing, baby, you realize so much of that be other people. You be like, oh, hell no. And that's when I start hitting people in the throat with stuff like, who made you not feel important as a kid? Who made you not feel like you was important? Or what in your life is out of control that you feel like you gotta be nasty like that? What? You heard what I said. Seeing as how you want to walk around here yelling and screaming and doing crazy stuff, and it's too early in the morning, boss. What's not in control with your life that you got to micromanage us? Is there anything I can do to help you with that? Because you're bringing the mood down here. Production is not gonna be good if you walking through here, or you're not a person that don't keep your word. Don't nobody want to work hard for nobody that's rude and nasty and don't keep their word. Who about to do that? You're definitely not getting 100%. You'll get 75, maybe even 60, depending on the day. But if I can believe you, if you support us, if you tell us thank you for the things that we do, and don't act like we just gotta be doing it because your job could end too. They could sell the company, and now you back looking for a job like me. So be careful. What did you say to me? You heard what I said. You are not expensive. They can get rid of you too. We can both be at the unemployment line. The exact same one on the exact same day. Be careful. You got to write up. I'm sure I do. Well, for insubordination, because I told you the truth. Yeah, you weird. You weird, but I thought we were both adults here and we were having an adult conversation. I guess not. Now you're going to want to tell daddy what I said to you. Woo-hoo. Then I'm just going to find me another job. I had to go find me. I mean, I didn't get fired or nothing, but I already know you going to have a vendetta against me because I didn't pull your card. It's okay. I'll give it back to you. Here you go. You want it back? Okay. There you go. What do you want? What do you need? And then it's, can I talk to you for a minute? No. I'm about to go home. Nope. Nope, you cannot. So sometimes you gotta bust people in the head a little bit, or cut their wound open so the pus can get out. And they don't always know that they're gonna meet that certain doctor today, but you can. You absolutely can. Because you're bringing your work problems or whatever it is, your home problems to work, and mistreating people that don't have nothing to do with your house. How is that okay? It's never okay. Whether it be to school, wherever you at. You don't get to go off on people because your home life ain't okay or whatever it is. No, that's ugly. And that's why even on the days when I'm not feeling like it, I say, I give disclaimers. I be like, hey, y'all, don't ask about my glasses. Please listen so that I'm not having to say the same thing over. Like, I let y'all know it's a crazy day and I'm not responsible. I give the disclaimer, hey, I'm kind of having a crazy day. I really didn't feel like getting on here or whatever, but I'm going to get on here, so let's just be cool. Like, I'll give you a disclaimer that I'm already not all the way in the best mood. And it ain't saying that can't change, because it normally does when I get online. We get to laughing or whatever if I'm having a time, and then I don't feel that anymore. But I do warn people about me not being in the best of moods, and I feel like that's not wrong. Now, if you start trying to do stuff because I let you know that, hey, I got something going on, or I don't feel like this or that, then I'm going to question your character. I'm going to question your character. Because if I've already told you that I'm not feeling well or I'm not in the best mood, and you start doing stuff, why would you do that? To make more negative energy spread? That says a lot about your character. A whole lot. And I steer clear of people that if I'm irritated, you start doing stuff to irritate me more. Or if I'm upset, you don't care about helping me be calm, but you want me to be on the phone with you. Like, I gotta go and get my mind together, and then if I feel like calling you back or whatever, I will. But just staying and being around, like, you have, it's okay to let people know. A lot of people don't, I don't know, they be different. And that's why I just don't really deal with the humans. Because I'll be like, God, I know you made them and I'll do what I'm supposed to do, but as far as like, because most people expect you to take their bad behavior, and that sucks. Hey, they expect you to just take it. You know what I mean? And that's not okay. So, moving on. I don't know. Sarah, you started a whole 30-minute conversation. And did. Maybe somebody else needed to hear it too. I don't know. Maybe somebody else is struggling with, loaning a person money or whatever it is. And you just help them make their decision too. That, no, I'm not going to do that. Then they get offended when you upset. I know they do. I can't believe you're upset. I don't care what you can believe. I can't believe you offensive, but we ain't gonna. I can't believe you felt the need to ask me that question like it was your business. I learned early when people can't get what they want from you, they talk good and crazy. And so I just let them know I can't give it from the beginning, and then we don't have to worry about nothing else later. Let me ask you a question. In life, if you could go back and there were different situations that you were in, are there some people that you might not have minded hanging around, but you let certain things just go too far? You hear me? And you felt it in the beginning. You said again, confirmation tonight. Okay, you felt it in the beginning, but you was like, nah, I'm tripping, or everybody ain't the same. Well, character a lot of times don't, like, if selfish people, most selfish people act the same. They put themselves in the front. They always want more for them than they do for everybody else. Like, you know, selfish people, if you're happy, they're gonna make it whatever. Like, it'd be weird, you know what I mean? Say for instance, like, you go get your hair done, right? Or something like that, and you're feeling nice or you're feeling happy about yourself, that person will try to do something, either tell you something that's a negative story that drops your smile. You know what I mean? Or whatever it is. You know? You said my husband, Lord. Okay. I already knew that was going to be an answer. I already know. I lived it, babe. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It sucks. So, like I said, pay attention to people's character. Pay attention to when you're happy, when you are feeling productive, what they do, what they say. You hear me? Yeah. It sucks that it even has to be that way, but this is why I normally, I don't know. For the last pretty much 30 years, I pretty much moved around like I do now. I might have one, two, three, four, five, maybe five folks that I'm talking to on a continual basis, or when I did used to see people, see, you know, everyone, and it ain't no every week, nothing. I might go visit one of my friends. Oh, I'm in the middle of talking. That'd be crazy. My girlfriend always wants to tell me the tragic things that happen, but don't want to problem solve. Oh, that is the most frustrating feeling, because we just about to keep talking about the same stupid stuff over and over. I don't got it for you. That's why I get. Listen to me. Petty. If y'all ever didn't know y'all Dean was petty, I'm about to show you how petty I am. This, when I hand you this, when I go to the Goodwill or the half price bookstore and I hand you this means I don't want to hear about it no more. This the starter pack of I'm tired of hearing your get somebody else to tell you and tell God about it. Y'all didn't even know what this was, did you? This is the I'm tired of hearing this same story and talking about the same thing over and over. Since my words ain't important to you, I'm going to go get you a devotional book so that you can crack that bad baby open and get some words that's going to help you, because mine evidently don't, and I don't have them to waste. And then I'm going to get you a nice pen and a journal so you can write about it to the Lord, because I don't want to hear about it no more. I'm tired. I'm not going to keep talking about that. I'm not going to keep listening to it. Here, I have a peace offering for you, and this right here gonna give me peace. Because when people call to tell me, I said, did you talk to God about it? Two, did you write it down? If they say that don't work and you think I'm about to sit on the phone and listen, I will hang up in your face. And I'm telling you right now, I don't have time to journal and I don't have time to listen. I need you to talk, because I can't change nothing. I'm not God. You think I'm playing? I do this to my kids and everything. Did you write it in your journal? Oh, okay, I can't talk to you about it. Because my words evidently ain't helping, because we still, and this is why I journal my conversations. Told you I was a therapist before I knew I was a therapist. I told y'all when my ex-husband used to talk to me, y'all do not know the pettiness that I have on the inside of me. He'll be talking and I kept my journal by me at all times, and I just kindly write down the date, and I'll be taking notes while he talking, and he just going on and I'm just taking the notes. Cause I won't be having this conversation again next month on the 3rd, sir. And I say, we already had this conversation, right? No, we didn't. I said, okay, so at 7:09 a.m. on March the 30th of 2021, you said, and then I said, I don't want to hear that. It doesn't matter. I don't want to hear this because we've already talked about it. So, or do you want a solution or what? No. Okay. Well then, I'm done with the conversation, and I'll do just like this. This goes for my kids, my friends, and everybody else. And turn my music up stupid loud so that I can't hear nothing they saying. I don't want to be irritated. I don't want to sound like a damn jack in the box. I don't want to sound like a doll that every time you squeeze them, they say the same thing. So when you're ready to talk about it, we can talk. When you're ready for a solution, we can talk. But what I'm not going to keep talking about is the problem. That's draining. I don't want to do it. What are you going to do about it? Don't get to waste my time. Nope. And that's why I can go back and say, people be like, you don't miss it. Not when I can go back and read my journal. 5 years of crying. Oh! Oh! This was 2/9, Lord Jesus. 2/9/2021. I said, Lord, I do love my ex-husband, but not as a friend or even as a husband, just as a soul. Is that me? I said I love him. Just as a soul, though, not as a friend or a husband or an associate or anything. That's crazy. And I drew a straight line under it. That's it. Y'all think I'll be joking, baby. Honey, until February 9th, 2021, I said, Lord, I do love him, but not as a friend or even as a husband. That was at 6:10 p.m. I said, just as a soul. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. I want you to bless him and help him find what he needs, but I just don't want him around here. There's a lot of people I feel like that about. Ex-friends and stuff like that I used to love their kids. I don't miss them as my sister or my homeboy or nothing. Excuse me, thank you. Oh, thank you, Pumpkin. I don't miss them as my homeboy because you wasn't ever my friend. Or I don't miss you as my homegirl because at the end of it, I saw that you were never really my friend. Some people stay around you for whatever it is that they get from you, whatever that is. Everybody has their own. Everybody has their own. I can love you from a distance, yep. And love you from a distance mean I don't wish nothing bad on you, but I don't gotta talk to you or see you. I won't go checking for you or nothing. I can pray to God and He can send something your way. Good vibes, good whatever. I don't even gotta go looking to see how you are to look for something to pray for. I don't care to know your business. I was about to say I don't even care. I don't care to know your business. I don't. That's why I be a little irritated that people that I don't talk to be trying to be in my business because I don't care what's going on in your life. Or else I'd have been calling you trying to find out. Is that mean? I have to talk to the Lord about it when I get in Judgment Day. You said you've been in my house today. My cousin and I just talked about this today and how I had to remove. Listen. Mm-mm. Nope. That's what the old folks used to say, and I'm one of them now. So that's what we say. It's a real thing. I feel that way too with people in my life. Listen, I learned my lesson. I can love you. Oh, tell him I said you're welcome. Listen, it's a real. He trying to cut some folks off, huh? He said, "Baby, I don't really want to deal with them no more. I'm tired of them, baby. What you think I should do? But I feel guilty. Cut them off, bro. Nah, I'm just playing. Listen." Cut them off. Listen, you heard your nephew. Jay just said it's a couple people, like 4, 5 friends he don't talk to. He younger than us. Nephew said, yeah, it's a wrap for that. You hear me? And life probably calmer too because, no. I'll block numbers in a minute. You, come on. That part. You gonna be Mari right now? You need to cut it. That's my song, honey. I might listen to that when I ain't even listened to that in a minute. Thank you. I was listening to Brian McKnight trying to get my mind ready to come on here. But yeah, that's it right there, that one. Ooh, I'm in the middle of talking. I don't invite people in my life. Mm-mm. Thank you. It's a real listen. We talk about real life issues over here. We don't do all that plastic stuff over here. We talk about the stuff that hit you in your stomach, make you check yourself, make you cry the ugly cry, make you wonder if you even a good person, so that you can be a better person. We have a seed program over here, and I'm seeing it grow. 2 years in now, we didn't have the seed program, and it is doing amazing. Mm-hmm. Look at it. The first part of it is really booming. Actually, all of it. Because y'all evaluate yourself now all the time. You hear me? See, y'all probably thought I was crazy, but God gave me seed. I told y'all. When you self-evaluate, first of all, you don't need nobody to check you when you always checking yourself. Because when you don't like to be controlled, you have to control yourself. Right? The more that you're in control, don't nobody got to say nothing to you. So if you don't like nobody saying nothing to you, then you have to be in control of yourself, self-control. Okay? Then, once you realize that you have to set, am I tripping? Okay, calm down. Could I said that better? Blah, 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 blah. Then you empowering yourself to develop into a better human being. Self-evaluation empowers development. It's a real thing. God gave me that, and I had, look, ARR and ARD, all of those things, they matter. Action, reaction, and reward, or action, reaction, and discipline. ARR and ARD is a real thing in life. There's always going to be an action. This is scientifically proven. There's always going to be a reaction. But that third letter is what determines if you are going to be happy at the end of this whole shenanigans or sad. And I'm not talking about with people. I'm talking about if God is going to be pleased with how you move around, because that's who's going to hand out your judgment. You hear me? But people will, when you talk about God and you love God, people are always going to try you too. Well, Jesus' friends was not, you couldn't hold him. Ask the man that got his ear chopped off. What about David? You think he was just going to be able to hold David like that? No. See what I'm saying? You had to catch them slipping completely. You hear me? So people feel like because you talk about God that you got to just be this, I'll chop you in your... Thundercats, Thundercats, ho. You hear me? Thundercats, Thundercats, ho. Do we have a problem? Tell me now. Do we? We can dub thee or snub thee. You make your mind up. You can be dubbed the homie, or you can be snubbed as an enemy. What you want? What you want to do? Tell me. We got any problems over here? Do we? Tell me. I need to know now. You can be dubbed or snubbed. You choose. Choose ye this day. We can dub thee or snub thee, whichever one you wanna, however you wanna take this. You listen. What you need? You got Simon in the back. He like, what's up? What's up, my dude? What's up? He got his little head, he got his little cloak on, he's chilling, drinking, got it. They in the club, nigga, and the nigga that rolled up, he like, wine. He like, no, I ain't going nowhere. Jesus right here. I'm posted up, bro. I ain't, yeah. Hey, bro, tell them to move around over there, bro. Nah, them. The Sumerians, bro. Tell them to move around. We don't do Sumerians over here, dude. Nah. I'm gonna need y'all to back up. Yeah, hold up, Simon Barjona. Calm down. You need a refill or... I don't know if we can trust Judas, man. Something about that dude ain't right, Jesus. I'm trying to tell you. And it ain't because I've been drinking. I'm telling you, he don't make my stomach feel... Be quiet. I'm going to go on and head out. They like, Simon. Look, he like... I was just gonna take it with me just in case I ran into any of the Philistines on the way. I mean, I gotta walk home. You know, the sons of Gad is on my way home, bro. My horse ain't that fast because my girl done fed him some. I don't know. I think she trying to get me caught up, bro. I'm just having a bad day. My mule, it ain't working. I mean, look, I can't keep that. Y'all don't trust me that ain't even nothing. I really wanted to keep the, you know, the beat stick on me. And then, oh boy, I already got the little doodah. So y'all gonna hand me this. What I'm gonna do if Goliath come? What I'm gonna do with this? Prick his toenail? Cut his fingernail? What I'm gonna do with this, Jesus? What I'm gonna do? What if Hiram show up? I mean, what is this about to do? Listen, and right. Jesus said, I'm sorry about my homeboy. He be acting up. Is this your, yeah, this your ear. Hold on. Be healed. Nah, he tripping. It'll be better than it was. Don't worry about it. You see? It's already better. Time to go. Go lay down. Tired of fixing people for you. Listen, you said I'm on the floor holding my stomach. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. And listen, I can only imagine. Listen, he licked it and put it back. I'm sorry. He said, I already put 2 fingers on for you, bro. Like, you gonna have to calm down. Tired of it. Hey, Miss Rose. He tired of it. You hear me? That's why I don't understand how people don't see regular life in the Bible. All of that stuff is still happening every day. Leaders are still listening to the most cunning people they can to help them advise them who really are trying to move in their space or be a shadow type government. Like everything in the same things that we see in those old movies is still happening today. Those spirits have not left this earth. You hear me? So it's a real thing. It's a real thing. You said I didn't until this class. So, honey, and now you see all your cousins and stuff when you read it now. Listen. You see your grandma, you see your auntie, you see everybody in there. All your family members. You see them. Hey, all your family members. You see your cousins, the lady at your job. The Bible teaches you about character. And then don't go into the 12 patriarchs. Baby, you'll be looking at everybody crazy. See you. Listen. Yeah. Yeah. Even with Job and the different things, this teach you a lot about people and how they move. And it's kind of spooky, really, when you think about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, hello. How are ya? Yeah, it'd be crazy. And that's why I don't. People do not like when you can see them. Just pray over your window, pumpkin. Spirits, they manifest to kids. Just pray over that window. Just pray over it. Yeah, pray over your house and then check that area, see if there's something over there by where she's at that's not supposed to be there. Kids always be seeing stuff. Y'all be listening to them kids now, don't you? CERCA and family, can y'all please pray for me? I had a breakdown tonight. I had to leave because yes, we will. You know, I was praying for y'all earlier. I pray for y'all every day. But Miss Rose needs prayer. Please. Y'all put one up in the air for her and her family. Please, please, please. It's a real thing, y'all. Life is real. Life is happening every day. And this is why I say journaling is very important. Because you're not always going to feel 100%. You know what I'm saying? As far as just emotionally or whatever. And it's okay to not be okay. You hear me? It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not understand. We just talked about that. I had one at work too today. Yeah, it's all right. It's okay to not be okay. Because, listen, that gives you the option to go to God and ask Him to do something. Do you realize that? Huh? You can ask Him for more strength. You can ask Him for understanding. You can ask Him for, you can, that's your time to get in with your dad. If you got to go sit in the car, take your journal, make sure the kids straight or whatever. You know what I mean? And get your time with God. What y'all think I've been doing? I ain't about to be on here long. We've been on here an hour. I got about another 30 minutes. And I'm about to get off and just, even if I just do nothing and listen to music. We are overstimulated all day. A lot of us be overstimulated. And that's why when I feel myself being overstimulated, I block the world out. I block the world out. I do. Because me being completely empty ain't about to help you do nothing. Because I don't got nothing to give you. You hear me? So I told y'all this morning, man, I was crying all this morning. And I don't look at crying as a bad thing. We already talked about it. When you're upset and you feel like you want to cry, ooh, ow, that is purification. Period. You hear me? That's purification. So if you feel upset, if you don't understand, those are all opportunities for you to go to God and ask Him what's happening. And He might not give you an answer just right away, but He don't normally take long because He wants you to get why you're feeling that way. You know what I mean? He wants you to understand why you're feeling that way. So with that, it's okay to not be okay. But that's when you journal the most. That's when you get those feelings out. I just told y'all, I just went back and seen a video of me 3 years ago. Boy, I was broke down bad emotionally. Emotionally, I was like, but not broken in the way of, oh, woe is me. I just didn't understand what was happening because none of it made sense. None of it. Like, I could see it, and I was like, and I did it. It didn't make sense. It's all in here. It's all in here. You hear me? It's in her. And I used to be like, what the heck? Let me see if I can find what I was thinking about. That's 7/15/2021. Okay, here go one right here. 7/18/2021 at 3:34 a.m. 3:34 a.m. Right? I said today is the 18th of July. I have been here 2 months and 15 days. I've been through some things since I've been here, but God, Lord, I know that there are things about me you don't like. But God, I don't want to be lukewarm. God, please give me my fire back. Also, thank you for your word. Please give me the courage to go and do what I'm supposed to. I pray for all those who have wronged me. And Lord, I know that if you didn't want me right here, I wouldn't be right here. Ooh, forgive me for the words that I spoke against my ex-husband's family. I was pissed. I told y'all he wouldn't leave me alone. I had to go off on him, and then I was feeling bad. Mm. See? Even when people was treating me bad, I was still praying for them. With tears in my eyes at 3:34 a.m. Did me dirty. And I still was like, God, but keep me right. Keep me right. Keep me right. Keep me right. Tell me whatever. Because, baby, I told him, though, as long as I do right, I'm not going to be bitter at the end of this. I'm going to be better. And I was. And I was. You hear me? And I was. And I am. Emotionally, everything has changed. Seasons are not always going to be that way. You hear me? And that's why you got to act accordingly in the season, because if you don't, you might have to stay in that season longer. You're not trapping me right here. I'm about to do right. Once I learned, like I said, the nights that he didn't come home or whatever was going on, I could have cut up too. I was not about to trap myself in no situation with him for 10 years. If I do right, and I'm not saying I was perfect, but if I do what I know that God is asking me to do and keep certain things and do certain things, he gonna bless me no matter what it looked like right at the end. And that's exactly what happened. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes God has to let you see people's character so that you don't have them around you at a time of abundance. When God do what he gonna do. And when my godmother used to say that to me, I used to be like, Mama, why you say that? When I say it was only like 3 people around me. And what I mean by that was when this happened, I wasn't talking to more than 5 people. I wasn't. And I wasn't seeing anybody. When I say my kids was not here, nobody. I was like, wow, okay. It's a real thing that sometimes when God, and that's not saying he always will, but from what I be seeing, a lot of times when people's lives change, the people that be around trying to keep you from getting to where you going or all of that, God will move them. You don't have to try to move them. God will move them. You hear me? God will move them. He will move them. You ain't gonna have to try to push them out your life or nothing. They'll just move away. They'll just move away. They will. And be thinking that, whatever, and don't know God is blessing you tremendously. And he just don't let them know about it for a while. Because he know it's still tender to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've learned. And people like, oh, you shouldn't think like that. I didn't get, that ain't my normal way of thinking. God taught me to think like this, and I realized it, and I'm grateful for it because a lot of people be out here in therapy and all kind of other. And I'm not saying nothing against therapy, not saying nothing against therapy. What I mean is, a lot of people take on a lot of. I had a conversation with my girlfriend today, and I told her, I said, people don't realize the amount of negative information or like just kind of heavy information that I take in. I said, and I don't think, and I told her, I said, I don't think like my people in my regular life take that into consideration about how much heavy, and then they'll just, I said, if people are just constantly dumping on you and you don't have, hey, you don't have nobody to, you see what I'm saying? Like you there, I said, I told her, I said, I be wanting to hear happy stuff. I be wanting to hear happy stuff. And you're not always going to hear happy stuff. I said, but people don't realize a lot of their issues come from them just taking on mentally other people's problems. It don't really be a lot really wrong going on in your life. It's the people that are in your life that are making your life chaotic. The friend that's always in some drama, the baby daddy or whoever else it is. It's just all of these other people outside of your life that are not happy with themselves. And you run, if you don't even realize you got 5 or 10 of them around you, oh God, you will be like, oh, before you can have a half a day, because these is the people you talk to all the time. You listen. Listen. I have learned to go into my cocoon and just be. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's okay to steal away. Even Jesus did that. Even Jesus did that. Even Jesus had some times where he was, the load was heavy, or you don't have to, just because God will still give you joy, but you're in a human sack. And this thing be going through it. Emotions is almost in a sense sometimes like, not a curse, but you know. Or one person that has 5 or 10 demons is draining too. Oh, girl. And that's why I be careful about who be on my phone. I told y'all back in the day I used to have 2 phones. I got 2 phones now. Speaking of which, I need to plug it up. I keep saying I'm gonna plug my other phone up. I have not plugged it up. Matter of fact, while we in here, give me a minute. You ain't no telling how many messages is on here. And listen, y'all see, y'all never hear my phone go off because everything is on. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah. Honey, I'm learning. I'm learning. Especially since I got on here. I had to learn, and it sucks. But people feel like they're entitled to things that they're not. And me and my girlfriend was just talking about that this morning. You know, she was talking about just people in general, like her sisters and stuff, and just, whatever. And it's like people, they feel like they are entitled to um different things. You know what I'm saying? Me and my homegirl was just talking about that. Yeah, I'm a boundary person. I always had boundaries set. People don't like boundaries. They don't. I don't care. I need boundaries. I need them. Because then, if you don't ever have boundaries, you don't ever know when you've gone too far. And you're just always the one that always just go too far. You know what I mean? You've gone too far. You said what? It can be. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. In this case, I mean, I see why people take social media breaks. And most of them don't even deal with all the stuff we deal with over here. Thank you. Girl, this is I bought this at Goodwill years ago. I didn't wear it. My daughters didn't wear it. It's a house dress. Eh, this is my house dress. I used to clean up in it and everything, and it still looks good. So, cause sometimes I don't be wanting to just extra meat in places where it wasn't. So sometimes I just be trying to find stuff to fit over the extra meat. I have had to take so many social media breaks for real. Yeah. And that's why when people get mad that I don't respond to them immediately or whatever, it's like, are you serious? Do you forget I have a regular life? Yeah, extra meat. I used to be a cheeseburger, now I'm a Big Mac. Got a few extra patties. So, with a little extra sauce, you hear me? So, yeah, I need a bigger box, a bigger bag, and I'm trying to tell you, it is what it is. Listen, I got me a few extra patties, honey. I was a chicken sandwich. Now, I was a McDonald's chicken sandwich back in the day, and now I'm that chicken sandwich you see at Popeyes that's spilling all out the bun. That's the kind of chicken sandwich I am now. I used to be a compact patty. Now it's just been blowed up with all the extras on the sides. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, it's a thing. So thanks. You said I'm choking on my drink. I don't want you to do that. I do not want you to. It's the truth. You know how the sauce be falling off the side when you get a Big Mac? If you ask for extra sauce, they act like they don't know what a little is. And it just be, and so the sandwich be sliding out, like you be having to put it back together and keep trying to bite it, but it just, stuff keep falling out the sides. That's how I feel, like a Big Mac. When I put my pants on, this stuff spilling out the sides at the top. You said, Lord, I didn't spat out my drink. Listen, y'all don't want to talk about it. I love food, so then I'm, I'm looking like a Big Mac. And the stuff that slid all on the sides, you got to try to put it back in and hold it together. So it is what it is. Ain't nothing I can do about it. It's just what it is. What I'm gonna do. That's it. That's all. Find some good packaging, and then you'll be all right. That's it. Anyway. Ooh. I got about 15 more minutes, and then I'm going to get off of here. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Something. I don't know. I just been trying to be in silence for real, and then thought, you said, now I'm a Big Mac. Listen. Listen, you said I'm laughing because I can relate. Listen. You know what? I look 8 months pregnant. I told my man, it'll settle. Hilarious. Oh, Carrie. You said it'll settle. Don't worry about it. It'll move where it's supposed to when it needs to. Listen. Oh, girl. Not it'll settle. I hope you don't mind me borrowing that. I'm definitely going to use it. Oh, don't worry about it. This stomach, it'll settle. Like our house. It's going to have to take some time, but it'll settle. I like that. It will settle. Don't worry about it. It ain't going to be moving around like this always. It'll get where it needs to be. Whew. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. It'll settle, honey, and will. The foundation's strong. That's good. Listen, you said you was 225, you 165 now. Listen. I won't even go get on it. I ain't gonna get congratulations. I'm not gonna get on it. All beef patties. Come on. I will not be getting on it. It is what it is. I won't get on it. That part. I got a skill. I just ain't getting on it. You about to hurt my feelings. You getting induced on Monday, so I hope I can get back to less than a Big Mac soon. Girl, nurse that baby. You will. Nursing them babies draw all that out. Girl, go on and get you something to stimulate that milk and pump in extra. Girl, I know now. After them kids, oh yeah, I know how to get the snap back. You hear me? But see, my baby 20, and I just gained this since I met y'all. Shoot. Y'all did this to me, but baby, nurse that baby, honey, to snatch all that in. I got you. Baby, nurse and pump extra two 8 ounces if you can. All them calories that burn, babe, and snatch your goods back. And do. Now, I know how to get that snap back after a baby. Listen, thank you, but I'm just saying, after a kid, girl, that's why I don't know why girls don't be wanting to nurse. I'm like, baby, what, baby, wait. They about to snatch all that. That's why as soon as that baby starts to suckle, you feel cramps. It's snatching everything back. Go on and latch on. Baby. Nursing was my best friend after having a kid, girl. I'm talking about the snap, but 6 by 6 weeks. It gave you a sensation, so you didn't feel nursing. It's supposed to. Well, I don't know. I can't say for everybody, but it'll snatch you. It'll snatch you, honey. Listen. Oh, okay. I don't know. It'll snatch you. Baby. It will snatch you, honey. Snatch all that back, everything. Because God made it to where, I mean, even that is something amazing. That as soon as the baby suckles, it starts to draw your uterus in. and tighten everything back up. That's what shrinks your uterus fast. To help stop the clotting and all of that, baby. It's a whole system set up. And you know what else? Nursing helps fight, whether they say it or not. It also helps fight a lot of postpartum depression too. Because all of those extra hormones and stuff that you have are going into that baby. You hear me? All those extra hormones and stuff that you need for the baby, that stuff listen, nursing is the truth. It really is. Like, once I studied, and this was before I had my son. You had a C-section? Okay. Well, when I told y'all that Mayo Clinic book of pregnancy that I had, when I say it was in depth about the first 9 months of your pregnancy, and then like after for the first 2 years, that book was amazing. They don't even make it big and like it was back then, but baby, it was so thick. It had everything in it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why my kids didn't get no immunizations. Because they get all of your immunity. They get everything. If you've already have immunity to it, they get that. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Honey, that snatchback is real. Baby. Listen, you hear me? I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Most times by the time I left the hospital, you couldn't even, I barely had like this much stomach. Like, if this is my back, I barely, like, literally, I probably got what I got right now when I left. This is how my stomach would look when I left the hospital, no joke. And we was only there 24 hours. I didn't ever have to stay no 2 days or none of that. And this is how I leave. I had that little extra skin. My baby 4 weeks. That was all back right and tight. Right and tight. You hear me? Yeah. People be like, you just had a baby. And did. It had my heels on. Stepping, girl. What you mean? I told y'all my teacher came to visit me when I had just had my son. I was 16. I started nursing. She came. She was like, when did you have the baby? Earlier today. Earlier today. Yeah. I didn't have that. Yeah, but this is the thing though. Listen, I learned when you do, like, if you do it the way that God set it up, there are so many benefits to it. And it blows me that a lot of the doctors don't push breastfeeding more because what is it called? When a baby is nursing, that's why a lot of times moms get sleepy, right? It's like it literally does things to your brain too, so that you can relax and calm down and be whatever. Like, it's a whole process and system that's involved in that. Y'all know that, right? Like, if you really like read and research, yeah, but there's an actual something that's released, chemical that's released that calms mom down too. Well, that's gonna help with you not feeling overworked and and too overstimulated and overwhelmed and all of that, because you'll actually, even if you do just get those small kind of like naps when you're nursing, if you lay down, you know what I'm saying, then you're not as overworked and all of that. Hey, yeah. Yep, the body heals while you're sleeping. Yeah, and it's something for the, listen, honey. I was 16, baby, but I was like, okay, so I need to do, okay, bet. And then you do this. All right. Yep. Okay. It's real crazy. Real crazy. But it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing to see how God made the body, and when you use it for what it's used for, how well it works. It's crazy. We are all medical miracles, each and every last one of us. Like, even the fact that you have as much intestines in you do in your body. You hear me? Yep, the colostrum is good. All of that is good. Girl, we talking about how to give you that snatch back. Give you that snatch back. Hmm. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. It's the real thing. Girl. You wonder why Grandpa had 15 kids, him and Grandma? Because they nursed their kids back then. And everything was snatched back to where it's supposed to be. The original snatchback was breastfeeding. That was the mommy makeover. In real life. In real life. The original snatchback. So, I'm getting ready to go, y'all. I ain't about to stay on here all night. I just wanted to come and check on y'all, see what y'all was doing, chop it out with y'all for a minute. I'm either going to go color, watch TV. I don't know. Might come in here and read and move some stuff around. I kind of want to move this office around, but I really can't. Because this thing too heavy. And ain't no space to put it in. I don't want to put it by the window. So, we shall see. But I love y'all. I didn't really want nothing. Just came back on here to check on y'all for a minute. And, you know, you hear me? I hope y'all say y'all prayers. Journal if you can this evening. Okay? Ooh. Yeah. I hope y'all have a great evening. Relax, too. Watch something that make you laugh or something. Do something that make you smile real big. Paint. Something. Listen to your old favorite songs or something. You know? Do something that make you smile real big. I love y'all. I will see y'all. Have a good night. Kiss them babies. Make sure y'all pray over them kids and your husband and your wife. Get those prayers in before you go to bed. Love y'all.